Hello students, in today's lecture we'll be learning about importance of CRM in modern era. That is why CRM is so very important in today's market. So the first one is point is beating the competition. As you know that in today's market the competition is of cutthroat kind of competition is existing. So many competitors have entered into the market with same kind of your products. So therefore customers do have a variety of products in the market, and therefore it becomes necessary for management or an organization to retain its old customer at the same time to attract the prospective customer, right? So to beat the competition you have to maintain one-to-one personal contact with your customers and try to maintain good relationship with them. And therefore CRM is so very important because you want to beat your competitors at the same time you have to stay you have to have a long standing in the market. So for your firm standing in the market, what you have to do is you have to maintain good relations with customers and try to attract more and more prospective customers for your products. Then the second point is more attention towards customers. Because of CRM, what happens, it becomes possible for you to pay personal attention towards your customers, listen to their complaints and their expectations from the product and services, and accordingly you can make changes in the product. So here, because of CRM, we have learned the process of CRM in the last lecture. So you collect the information about each and every customer, you design the plans, and you design the models are developed by the expert people in the organization, wherein you decide when and which customer is to be contacted in which way, isn't it? So it becomes easy for you in CRM to understand the needs and expectations of the customers. Therefore CRM is so very important because here you can personally attend the customers and have a good one-to-one contact with them. Okay, so this creates a good impression in the minds of customer as well, because he is also impressed by the way in the way in which the organization is trying to maintain and develop contact with customers. Okay, then next one is growth in customers base. So here, of course, any organization is having the intention or objective to increase its customer base, and as I said that it's very difficult to retain your old customer because so many products or so many competitors are there in the market having similar kind of products and services, and therefore there are chances that your customers might get diverted towards your competitors product, right? So if you want to avoid that, you have to retain your customer, you have to hold them down. Yeah, this is the one thing. And second thing is that you want to attract new customers. Okay, so how to attract these prospective customers, get the information about them, and how to reach them, these are the things which you do under CRM. And therefore in CRM, no, the things are done in a very systematic manner, in a very organized manner, planned way, because you develop the models, you try to contact them, you register the responses given by the customers, right? So this makes it possible for an organization to grow its customer base, its existing customers, and try to increase its number of customers. At the same time, when you see that when your customer is fully satisfied by your product or services, the customer acts as an ambassador of your product, right? He will go on doing mouth publicity of your product and service. And if he's fully satisfied, what he's going to do, he will tell his friends, relatives, through mouth publicity he will try to convince other people or other customers about how the product of your company or service of your organization is so very well good as compared to other competitors. And he would I would say he would become brand loyal. He would get turned into an advocate, whether he will try to convince other people about the good features of your product and why he is so much satisfied about your product. So, ambassador, advocate, brand loyal, these are the things which you can get it because of good CRM. Okay, so he's the person more than advertisement and publicity. Your one-to-one contact with your customers and seeing it that they are very much satisfied about your product. It's so very important because a satisfied customer is an asset of any organization, and he is an ambassador of your organization. Therefore, here it becomes, CRM helps you to grow your customer base to, your base goes on increasing day by day because your customers are getting satisfied about your product and services day by day. So that happens in CRM. Next point is your increased efficiency. Now, whose efficiency will increase? Definitely, the efficiency of organization is going to increase because the organization is chalking out a thorough program for CRM, especially its marketing program. Then how to have a contact with customers, then what kind of responses customers are giving. You're registering those customers, you're taking decisions about it, right? So these things, that means these things are, all these processes are done very seriously in the organization, and therefore the efficiency of your personnel goes on increasing. They try to they try to focus on these plans and its implementation, proper execution of these plans, so they definitely their efficiency increases. The next one is ease in decision making. That means your decision making process becomes easy and prompt, wherein what happens, because you are having direct contact with your customers, you try to understand or you get the feedback about what are the expectations, what are the needs, what are the suggestions, what are the complaints, their behavioral patterns, their likes, dislikes, preferences, everything. You get information about your customer directly. You are not having any middleman in between you and customer. You are directly having communication with that person. So on that basis, whatever information you have gained, now on basis of that, you can get you can take the decisions very easily regarding your production, marketing, your personnel, isn't it? Any respective related area about which you have received the information. Okay, and this whole information which you have received from the customer is so very trustworthy because it is a primary source of information. You're not collecting it through surveys or anything, so this is more trustworthy information. You can rely on this information, and therefore this information is very important for the organization for decision making. So decision making becomes so very easy because directly you are dealing with the customers, so you get first hand information or primary information, and so you can take decisions on basis of that. The next point is increased competitive strength. Of course, competitive strength of organization increases because your customer base goes on increasing. You try to attract the prospective customers, you try to retain the existing customer, you are trying to provide your customers with best quality product and services at reasonable point. At the same time, you are taking all the decisions very promptly and confidently, because as I said that this is the primary information, or this is the first hand information, you are directly getting it from the customer. And therefore what happens, that companies uh, decision making power also increases and its competitive strength also increases. In more confident way, you can take all your decisions regarding your products because the information is readily available to you by through direct contact only because of CRM. So that increases your competitive strength. The next one is CRM is useful in differentiating the customer. That means you can sort out the customers on basis of their likes, dislikes, preferences. How you are going to do that differentiation of customers? Low profit customer, high profit customer, high value customer. Then on basis of frequency, how frequently your customer is purchasing your product. On basis of that, you can differentiate the customer, and then you can focus your attention on suppose a low profit customer. Now if you focus your attention on low profit customer, what is your aim? you want to transform this low profit customer into a high profit customer, right? Suppose your customers frequency of purchasing your product is low, then what is your duty? You have to see to it that your customer starts frequently purchasing your product, isn't it? So you want to change his mindset, isn't it? So for changing his mindset, you have to continuously be in touch with that customer. Ask what are the reasons why you don't frequently purchase the product, and try to see to it that his frequency increases. This is converting your low profit customer into high profit customer, right? If you're focusing on high profit customer, you have to see to it that he will still keep on continuously keep on purchasing your product, isn't it? So this way you can differentiate, and this differentiation is only possible because you're collecting information through CRM. You're having one-to-one contact with each and every customer, and therefore you come to know about their buying behavior, likes, dislike, preferences, everything. And then it becomes possible for the organization to focus your attention on each and every customers. Okay, so customer differentiation becomes possible only because of CRM. Then next is your increased goodwill. So CRM definitely increases your goodwill because when customers realize it, or when they come to know that this is the organization which continuously is trying to get our feedback, suggestions, and listen to our complaints about their product and services, and these are the people who are trying to consistently taking efforts to make changes in their product so that your customer is satisfied. So that changes the mindset of the customer. They get more attracted towards you. And all those people, CRM does not only include your customer, it also includes your government, it includes your all your suppliers, wholesalers, retailers, all those people who are included in the supply chain, isn't it? So people start talking good things about your organization. Okay, and because of this, what happened, customers also, when they are satisfied about your product, they will go for mouth publicity. Your customer base goes on increasing, and this happens, and your goodwill for your organization increases, which gives your long term benefit for the organization. And therefore here, this is the stage where you can beat your customers, isn't it? So it becomes easy for you to beat your customers because of CRM. Then next point is expansion of markets. Of course, because of CRM, your competitive strength increases, your decision making power increases. You confidently start taking decisions on basis of whatever suggestions or responses your customers are giving. Naturally, your efficiency also increases, and therefore you become much more confident to enter into variety of markets. You have that guts, you can say, because once you come to know that yes, your customers base is increasing day by day, your prospective customers are getting attracted towards you, then that builds a confidence in the management, and then you start capturing new market, you start entering into new market. So it becomes easy for you to make efforts to enter into new markets, because you get that confidence about you get a confidence about your product. Your customers are satisfied day by day. The number of customers are increasing day by day, so that gives you a good confidence to enter into new market. So it becomes possible for the organization to expand its market. Okay, then next is increase sales and profit. Of course, you're trying to satisfy your existing customers, you're retaining them, you're trying to attract new customers, and therefore what happens, your sales for your product increases, your goodwill is always already increased, your satisfied customer goes for your mouth publicity. And because of this, what happens, your sales increases, your demand increases, and automatically when your sales increases, your profit also increases. So your profit percentage increases because of CRM. Then next is increased customer loyalty towards company. As I said, that once a customer understands this organization is trying to develop good relation with customers, you are trying to convince the customer, you are trying to listen to customers, and then on basis of customer suggestions, if you are making certain changes in your product services, then definitely nothing good than this, isn't it? So what happens, people as start having faith in your brand. Okay, and this increases. Okay, so they, as I said, they become your ambassadors, they become brand loyal, they get turned into advocates, isn't it? So this increases the what to say, loyalty of customer towards its company. Okay, and because of this, what happened, the customer never even think about purchasing your competitor's product. So that chances of diverting your customers from your product to competitors product are reduced, we can say, because of this. Okay, then next point is long term relations. Of course, you are trying to maintain and increase your customer base. You are trying to develop contact, and once the customer understand this, then he or she also wants to maintain contact with organization, and as I said, he turns into advocate, ambassador, and all that. And therefore, what happens, your relations with the company become for, I mean, they are built up for a longer period of time. Okay, so long term relations are developed because of CRM, because CRM is a building of relations for a longer period of time. It's not for a short term relations, right? So this is the benefit which you get. Then next is reduction in customer defection. So here you here main important point is that you have to see to it that your customer doesn't get diverted towards your competitors product. So you have to retain your customer, and for retaining, what you have to do is you have to continuously be in touch with your customers and see to it that they are more and more satisfied with your product or service. And therefore, because of this, what happens, you want to see to it that my customer will stay with me throughout the life of customer as well as the long standing of the organization. So here you can reduce the customer defection rate by retaining the old customers. Okay, and last one is stability and development. Because of all these benefits which you get from CRM, long term standing, goodwill, beating the competitors, increased efficiency, prompt decision making. Because of what happens, your sales increases, your profit increases, then your customer base increases, your customers have become more loyal towards the company, and all these things helps the organization to be financially stable, because your profit percentage is going to increase day by day. And therefore, once your profit increases, the organization thinks about the development and expansion of its business. Once you are financially stable, then what does the organization think about? It thinks about expanding its business, right? So if you are dealing with one product today, tomorrow you'll think about expansion of two products. You'll try to enter into another market. Suppose you are dealing in domestic market, you'll start of thinking about crossing the national boundaries, going in the international market. So you will think about expansion plans only when you are financially stable. And this financial stability, you get it because if you are efficiently implementing the programs of CRM, right? So CRM gives you a benefit of development and stability and expansion. Okay, so this is the importance of CRM in modern era. Why CRM is so very needful in today's market. This is what we saw today. With this, we'll end our lecture. Thank you.